Hello, I am Flash Isaac, and you are welcome to the Flashlearners series, where we solve past and likely questions for your examination. And at the end of this series, your life will never remain the same because I shall be releasing a whole lot of episodes. In this series, I will be making use of the Flashlearners application. Simply visit Google Play Store or flashlearners.com to install the app. Are you watching on YouTube? I've shared the link to both the mobile and desktop app below. Download and let us begin. Look at this question. It says that the angles of a pentagon are y degrees, y plus 60 degrees, y plus 10 degrees, y minus 10 degrees, then 2y degrees, y degrees. So according to the question, these are the angles of a pentagon. And what is pentagon? Pentagon is simply a polygon with 5 sides. If you are given a polygon with 6 sides, it is referred to as hexagon. A polygon with 7 sides is heptagon. With 8 sides, octagon. With 9 sides, nonagon. And with 10 sides, decagon. So we are dealing with a polygon with 5 sides, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what are the angles? The first angle is y degrees. The second angle is 2y degrees. The third one is 2y plus 60 degrees. The fourth one is y plus 10 degrees. And the fifth one is y minus 10 degrees. We are asked to find the value of y. All these things, they are interior angles of the polygon. Now, the sum of interior angles of a polygon is equals n minus 2 times 180. This is the formula for calculating the sum of interior angle of a regular polygon. Now, these are the interior angles of the polygon. This implies that the sum of these angles, y degrees plus 2y degrees plus y degrees plus 60 degrees plus y degrees plus 10 degrees plus y degrees minus 10 degrees is equals n minus 2 times 180. So it makes a lot of sense. The sum of interior angle of a regular polygon is n minus 2 times 180. And these are the interior angles, which means once we sum all of them up, we should get n minus 2 times 180. And n minus 2 times 180 is known because we are told that the polygon is a pentagon. It has 5 sides. For a pentagon, n is equals 5, which means here is simply 5 minus 2 times 180. Now remember, these are in brackets. So I've decided to open up the bracket. Why did I open up the bracket this way? It is this plus this plus this plus this. If plus opens up a bracket, the bracket remains the same. If it were minus, then there will be change of sign. What next? Y plus 2y degrees plus 2y degrees, that is 3y degrees, plus y degrees 4y degrees, plus y degrees 5y degrees, plus y degrees 6y degrees, which means we have a total of 6y degrees. How about here? 60 degrees plus 10 degrees, that is 70 degrees, minus 10 degrees, 60 degrees. So plus 60 degrees is equals this. Therefore, 6y degrees plus 60 degrees is equals 3 times 180. Now, what is 3 times 180? That should give you 540. So, 6y degrees plus 60 degrees is equals 540 degrees. From here, be happy because you are almost done. You finish the main work. What do you do next? You collect like terms. There is y here, no y here, no y here. So we can easily push this plus 60 degrees to the other side of the equality sign to give you 6y degrees is equals 540 degrees minus 60 degrees. So 6y degrees will simply give you 480 degrees. Now it says find the value of y. It did not say find the value of 6y. So how do we find the value of y? It's simply by removing 6 from this y. How do we remove 6 from y? We divide by 6. And anything that happens to this side of the equality sign should happen to the other side, so that the equation will be balanced. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. If we've been able to do this, fine. 6 divided by 6 is 1. So we are left with y degrees to be equals 480 degrees divided by 6 is 80 degrees. So the value of y is 80 degrees. That is the answer to this question. Find the radius of a circle if its circumference is 132 centimeters. Find the radius. We are given the circumference to be 132 meter, and they said take pi to be 22/7. The value of pi is constant, so you always take it to the 22/7. Are we given any other thing? No. Find the radius. Radius is equals question. Now the circumference of a circle is equals 2 pi r. This is the formula for calculating circumference of a circle, while the area of a circle is equals pi r squared. Given these two, from this formula for circumference, we are given the circumference c, we are given pi. This implies that we can easily look for radius. So from c is equals 2 pi r, c is 132 equals 2 times pi is 22/7. 22/7 times r. This is the same thing as 132 is equals 44/7 r, because 2 times 22 is 44 times r is 44r. Now this is the same thing as 132/1. Like I always say, when you are solving and you have two fractions separated by equal to sign, no other thing, what comes to mind is simply to cross multiply. How do you cross multiply? You say this times this is equal to this times that, or this times this is equals this times this. This is what it implies. If you are using this first, you simply say 1 times 44r is equals 132 times 7. 1 times 44r is 44r. So 44r is equals 132 times 7. That will give you 924. Therefore, dividing both sides by 44, you get the value of r. So divide it and let me know if you got 21. If you got 21, then you are correct. So the radius of a circle whose circumference is 132 centimeter is simply 21 centimeter. So that is it for that question. Find the area of a circle whose diameter is 14 centimeter. Find the area. Look at something. It says diameter d is equals 14 centimeter. Find the area. What is the area of a circle? The area of any circle is given as a is equals pi r squared. This is the area. Now, if this is a circle, this middle from here to here is radius. From here to here is another radius. From here to here, everything here is diameter, which means diameter is equals 2 radius. That is diameter. So since we are given diameter and we are asked to look for radius, radius is simply diameter over 2. Diameter is 14. To get radius from diameter, we simply say 14 divided by 2. That is 7. So the radius of this circle is equals 7 centimeter. Now that we've gotten this, area is simply 22/7 times 7 squared. Area is pi r squared, and this is simply a is equals 22/7 times 49. Area is equals 154 centimeter squared, because 7 squared is 49 and 22 times 49/7 is 154 centimeter squared. That is the area of the circle whose diameter is 14 centimeter. Find the product of y minus 3 and y plus 3. Find the product simply means multiply. This is the same thing as y minus 3 y plus 3. That is the product, or y minus 3 times y plus 3. How do you multiply two brackets? It is as easy as ABC. If you are given something like this, you use this first one to multiply this guy, use this first one again to multiply the second guy, then use the second one to multiply this guy, use the second one again to multiply the next guy. How does this change the price of garri in the market? How does it make sense at all? This is it. Y times y is y squared. Y times 3 is 3y. So we are done using this to multiply the other two. Let's start with this one now. Minus 3 times y is minus 3y. Minus 3 times 3 is minus 9. So that is it. We simply have y squared minus plus 3 minus 3y. Plus 3 simply means you have 3. Minus 3 means you are owing 3. So if you have 3 and you are owing 3, it simply means you have 0. You've paid exactly what you owe. So you are simply left with, here is 0, here is minus 9. So y squared minus 9 is simply the result of multiplying y minus 3 and y plus 3. Factorize s squared minus 7s plus 12. This is trying to say solve the quadratic equation. How do you solve quadratic equation? To solve quadratic equation, the first thing you simply do is check, is there any number here? If it's just s squared, it simply means we have 1s squared. Then don't bother. The next thing is look at the number here and look at the number here. You look for two numbers that when you multiply, you get 12. When you add, you get minus 7s. You get minus 7. What are these numbers? If one way to know these numbers easily is to solve as many questions as possible. If you solve many questions under quadratic equation, it will be easy for you to generate those two numbers. The second way to get those numbers easily is your ability to reason very well. If you reason very well, you'll get the number. For example, 4 and 3. What is 4 times 3? 4 times 3 is equals 12. How about 4 plus 3? 4 plus 3 is 7. But we are looking for the one that will give us minus 7 because this is minus 7 here. You simply say, let's try minus 4 and minus 3. Minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7. And minus 4 times minus 3 is 7. Is 12 rather. So we can say minus 3 and minus 4 are the numbers. We simply come here and say s squared minus 3s minus 4s plus 12. Anyone can come first. You can decide to bring minus 4s first or minus 3s first. It doesn't change anything. Now look at the aim. If you look at here, minus 3s minus 4s, what is that? Minus 7s. What is here? Minus 7s. We did not change anything. So that is the aim. We simply say that let's group them into 2. After grouping the two numbers, you look for these two. What is common between them? What do we have here and also have here? S is common. So you pick S, then you bring out a bracket and say S squared divided by S. One of the S will go, remaining one S. So minus 3S divided by S. This is 3S divided by S. S will divide S to give you 1, giving you 3 times 1, 3. So you have 3 here. Minus, okay wait, what is common between these two? It is simply 4 here, 4 here. Minus 4 is common. So if I bring out minus 4 divided by, minus 4s divided by s. No, minus 4s divided by minus 4. Minus 4 divided by minus 4 is 1. 1 times s is s. So s remains here. 12 divided by minus 4, that will give you minus 3. So here and here are similar. We pick one, s minus 3. What is outside? S and minus 4. We group them together, s minus 4. So that is it. We've factorized this quadratic expression. What if it were a quadratic equation? Remember, there is a difference between expression and equation. Expression is when you have values without equal to sign, while equation is when you have the same value with equal to sign. Let's say equal to 0. This is an equation. There's equal to sign. This is an expression. So this is quadratic expression and this is quadratic equation. If we are solving quadratic equation, here would have simply be s minus 3, s minus 4 to be equal to 0 if this is the equation. So if the s minus 3 bracket s minus 4 is equal to 0, this is the same thing as s minus 3 is equal to 0 or s minus 4 is equal to 0. If s minus 3 is 0, it simply means that s is equal to 0 plus 3, collecting like terms. Or if s minus 4 is equal to 0, it simply means s is equal to 0 plus 4, collecting like terms. So s is equal to 3 or s is equal to 4 are the roots of this quadratic equation. That is, if we are solving equation. Since we are just factorizing or dealing with the expression, we simply stop here. S minus 3, S minus 4. That is it for this question. Welcome back and thank you for watching this episode on the series. Feel free to check out the other episodes. Subscribe so you don't miss out any video and feel free to tell your friends about this. Thank you.